Leading politely is an exercise we use to make handling our horses safe and easy. I like my horses to walk parallel with me, not behind, not in front, but level with my shoulder. I don't like them behind me because they can run me over, and I don't like them in front of me for the obvious reason that they are now leading me instead of following my direction. I teach this exercise by holding the lead rope about a foot from the horse's halter, always remembering to avoid loops like the plague. Then I move my hand forward to signal I want forward direction. This action is similar to pointing. If our horse moves forward, I walk with them and no additional pressure is applied. If she doesn't move forward, I will reach back and tap behind her driveline with my stick. The further forward I point, the faster she should come. I want to be able to lead her in any gait at any speed without getting into any kind of tug of war. If she gets too far out in front of me, I'll just tap her hind end so that she comes around. This exercise is the beginning stages of all sorts of useful behaviors. It's the beginning of ponying off of another horse. That would be where I ride another horse and lead this one on a ride. I can also pony her off of a vehicle like an ATV or a truck. Now, teaching this type of exercise to a horse may seem like overkill, but we live in fire country and she may need to be evacuated under extreme circumstances. And being able to pony outside of a vehicle could, in fact, save her life. Obviously, this exercise starts here on the ground, but here's an example of what this exercise can become with lots of consistency and lots of patience. In the case that we would need to evacuate this horse quickly, she has a much better chance of getting out safely because she's learned this exercise. Leading politely is the last exercise in how to enjoy your horse without getting hurt. And I will take these last few moments of the course to introduce you to our rescue program. Our goal is to help as many people as possible, help as many horses as possible. Part of that process is to take on and train as many rescue horses as we can. In the order form for this course, there was a section where you could contribute funds to our rescue program, and this is one of the recipients of those funds. With your help, we are able to provide training, care, feeding, and rehoming services for horses that have come out of kill pens. We have saved them from slaughter, and now our mission is to better prepare them for their future homes. For this last exercise, I will showcase an untrained horse that is also up for adoption. Her name is Dakota, and we are working with her to desensitize her and prepare her for her forever home. I did not use her in the rest of the training videos because she has an injury to her fetlock, but leading politely is something that she absolutely can and must do if she hopes to find a permanent home and doesn't cause too much stress to her injury. Once she's finished with our training program, Dakota will make a wonderful pasture pet for a family looking to provide a permanent home for her. She's not rideable, but she is as sweet as they come, and she now has great ground manners. She's a teenage quarter horse and does excellent in a herd. She has been enjoying our pasture and needs the room to keep active so that her injury doesn't get stiff. If you are interested in adopting her, please reach out. We appreciate your support in purchasing this course, and if you want to provide additional support for our rescue program, please get in touch. Our mission is huge, and we appreciate all the help we can get. Again, I start the exercise by standing near her shoulder, holding the lead rope about a foot from the halter. The stick is in my far hand, ready to apply light pressure on her hindquarters to encourage forward movement. I start by holding my hand out in front, and she hasn't seen this exercise and is unsure of what I want. With a little bit of halter pressure as well as some encouragement from my stick, she is motivated to move forward, and I release the pressure. Once again, I move my hand forward and take a couple of steps to see if she will come with me. She hasn't understood the request yet, so I tap her lightly on the hindquarters to motivate her to find the solution. I make a turn here to go the other direction. Once again, I move my hand forward to let her know that I'm looking for forward movement. This time, she begins to move forward just from my hand movement. When I stop, though, she keeps walking, so I turn and add a little pressure to move her hindquarters away from me. Every time she walks past me when I stop, I'll yield her hindquarters to keep myself safe and teach her it's easier to just stop when I stop than keep moving. On this repetition, she's really starting to understand that my hand position is the ask to get her moving, and she is really putting in the effort to come forward. We'll do a few more repetitions so you can see that she is really responsive and understands that when I move forward, I expect her to come with me. And when I stop, I expect her to stop as well. Can you imagine the positive effect that this simple lesson might have on this horse's life? If she is polite and keeps her people safe by not running them over or pulling on them, she will be an absolute joy to be around.